Guess who's back? It's Joey. Joseph Reynoso, Jose Reynoso. Let's see, Joe Reynoso. I'm known as the many faces of truth. And I'm going to give you some more truth. Because I only know the truth. I've witnessed the truth. I've seen so much evil and been in the essence of it. In the essence of the evilness of family dysfunction, of the Southern Wine and Spirits disaster and support of a drug that is legal, that they made legal, they control, that they operate in a sick form. They are so disgusting, Southern Wine and Spirits. Southern Glacier Wine and Spirits, they're behind a lot of this. And I gotta say, I have to guess what's happened to me. I have to literally guess, since they can't be honest and I can't know the truth. I can't know the full truth. I have to guess the truth, but I'm the truth, so I'm gonna give it my best guess. I have to guess my life. I have to guess what happened. Who's been stealing my fortunes, and who's responsible for stealing everything of mine, my freedom. My trying to steal my soul, which they'll never get. Because I already am baptized with God, the good God. That's what they're trying to steal from me, and they can't have that. And they don't understand how they don't have it, but they get off on the pleasure of destroying me and making me suffer. Because that's what this is. That's what this is all about. It's not just all about me. It's about people of color. And I stand right by this message from God. I feel God's telling me, you have to spread this message about how this billionaire club, the 1%. See, this is where they hate. This is what they hate when I say this. They can feel it in my fucking, every vibe in my electrolyte in my system, that they hate when I say this. But it's the billionaire club. It's the billionaire club. Who is in the billionaire club? Think about it. Who is in the billionaire club? Well, let's figure it out. That 1% white, royalty of families. It's families. It is the sick CERN over in Switzerland doing their thing. It's the NASA bullshitters, and it's I'm sorry guys, I know you're gonna hate this the most, because here's where I get the most grief. They're mostly Jews. They're mostly Jews and mostly people of the Vatican. Yeah, Catholicism that is been so corrupted and contaminated. Both of those groups are greed and totally white. And who suffers the most? The colors, people of colors, the people of the rainbow. All of us suffer the most. And they have this gang stalking ability and diabolical magic, fucking black magic that they do on us. That the ones that say the most, the ones that say the truth, the ones that dig down deep to the source where it comes from, thousands of years of how they treat us, is me. I'm proud to be the one to say that. I broke the matrix a while ago, and I've been trying to expose it as much as possible. But I swear, I put it out on the social media thousands of times, and they've taken it right off. I've given out names, and they hate that. I've given out the businesses that have done. They can't stand that. Then they'll dog me more. They'll keep creating these sick people following me. These gang stalking businesses and every single source of. But sadly, the government, because the government's involved in it. And it is the CIA, it is the feds. They hate that I say this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's exactly what's happening to me. And all my receipts I put on social media, I put all my evidence out on there. Every single bit of it cannot be questioned. I know who gave me AIDS. I know it was from the government. I know it was from Callen Lorde Clinic. 30 years I've been so loyal to them, and yet they try to fuck me over, sending over documents for Social Security to determine the 5 years track, what I gave them permission to know about my history and record. And Callen Lorde scumbags go deeper, and they went not in 5 years, but they send them literally the 25 years of my history, and they bust themselves. They bust their stupid mask falls off, and I unveil that, wow, that's right, flashback, throwback, holy shit, holy trigger. This is the trigger of when I got AIDS, when I got HIV, was when I literally was going to the clinic when I was negative all along on that floor that I went to every like a good loyal patient would go to, and on 18th Street and Chelsea, that in the 90s when I went there, the 90s I opened that clinic up, and I stayed on that floor for 10 years because I was negative, but they made me positive. They had a nurse there, a nurse that was sexually assaulting the young, because I was in my 20s. You know, I was going there and I was giving them trust, and there's this nurse that had this beer can cock that would literally make my rectum bleed, because I had to be vocal like that. I had to be as vivid as possible, so the sun, so this true sunlight can shine through and reveal the truth of what's happened here. Because this is what happened here before they locked me up in some kind of like insane asylum or put me in jail. Because this is what this is all targeting. This is all aiming towards. And I know what they're doing. I can feel it. God has given me the light of day to know the truth. And this is how this is operated. That this disgusting nurse that was in that clinic, you know, sexually assaulting multiple young men in their own offices of the Callen Lorde clinic, right there with no cameras back then. There's just the criminal nurse and the patients, and the patients that were giving their trust and their word of what was going on in their lives and safety, thinking it's being protected. But it wasn't. It was being exposed. It was being watched. I was being followed. They were doing this since the 90s with me. They were doing this. They were putting me out on test trials, taking my blood over and over again. I mean, for years. Dr. Marty Martovitz, that's one. Dr. Daniel Feirrer, that's another one. And let's see, Dr. Richie Tran and Dr. Rudy. All these guys, they've been for decades monitoring my blood. They've been making up lies, saying that I've had hundreds of men and 200 men at a time in the 2 week spans, and all this lies that they were like joking around, but they were putting it in the system for real. And I would wonder, why do they tell me this every single time? It's not a joke. What the fuck? Why would they be putting that down? I didn't have. That's like a false. It's a lie. But they were putting it down because that's how they can make themselves look so perfect in their surveys and their research bullshit studies that were like that. I was first put on a DaxGen vaccination, that's like the prep that was going to keep the people of the 5,000 study of mostly, you know, Latin, Black, Asian, White, that they were monitoring all over the country back in the 90s and the late 90s into the 2000s, and unveiled to show that I was not on the placebo. I was on that, and I didn't need to be on that because they knew my blood was strong enough that I wasn't going to get, if I didn't get HIV from my activity from those 20 years I've been active, that I wasn't going to be, you know, getting it in the future. But they somehow contaminated me with it, because I ended up getting it the following year, and it was from the 2003 period that I put online. Then they took it off. They put it online, and I had that document that shows that I reported it. I said my asshole was ripped, and I was nervous. Something, you know, I didn't know. I told them it was the nurse there. It was the dude that was there, and they didn't put that down. Of course, they made it seem like I was this monster trying to spread something around from my leaking hole of blood. No, my hole was ripped because it was a nurse at Callen Lorde that sexually assaulted me and threatened me, saying he would kill me if I told. And I kept my mouth shut like a fucking idiot. But not anymore. Now that I was reminded, oh my God, look at this. They're sending this to Social Security to call me out like if I'm some monster. And I'm not. I'm real. I'm just like every other average gay man or straight man, because there's so many closet fuckers. But it's like, really? You're gonna go out of your way, inside out, to set me up and then send this fucking monster from Colombia because you can't do your own work? The feds are gonna send this fucking psychopath, Jorge Hernandez Castrial, and play along with my sister to play along with this bullshit that she's involved in this too, Lillian Baum Vitaliano. Why would this cunt say that she didn't even know me to be saying that I was injecting heroin? What? My whole family's witness of all this. All my siblings, she told all my siblings that I was injecting heroin. Of course I'm gonna look like a monster with that, but that's not even it. There's another fucking layer of distractions, you know, like, because it's not people that do heroin that they end up dead the way they're doing it. It's the government doing it to them. But I, one for one, never injected heroin. That's a fucking lie. My sister lied. She intentionally lied, just like the lies that are going on in callen, lorde, and everything else. The IRS that lied, that made my reports and my official tax returns official when they were illegally done and forged, and I had evidence of it and showed it, and they still lied and say, no, this is official. And then they came back and they took all my stimuluses to give to this creep Jorge, and I didn't even get I didn't even get it. All these years, and all my benefits I was able to get for what I qualified for was rejected and given to him. Everything I've gotten, my lawsuit from the Catholic Church, was given to the program, to God knows where. But everything given to me was a lie, saying that I didn't make the statute of limitations. That was a lie. My attorney was a liar. The Catholic Church Archdiocese of Miami was a lie. They all lied to me. It's all based on lies. Every single part of my life's program that they had me on, this test, whatever the fuck is going on, is a lie. Because I'm not a fucking liar. I'm not this monster they say I am. I'm not. But they can keep going, and I will keep showing them how they're fucking losers, how they're fucking liars, how they keep creating these false narratives to make me look like this monster, and I will keep proving to them that they are full of shit, including Social Security, including that Catherine M. Fitzpatrick fraudster. For 40 years she's been doing this act of like this horrible slavery and human trafficking, that firm that she is partners of over at Stark and Stark, that she's doing this to many hundreds of people, destroying lives, and she didn't give a shit if they die. She takes their inheritance and along the way. She's a sick woman, and I've got evidence of all that. I've proven how she's been doing that just by my $5 million that I made in my life. It's all gone into her possessions to keep her billionaire Stark and Stark law firm growing and doing it to more people. But I survived it. God kept me alive so I can show everybody, the world, and this nation how it's being operated. It's a sick operation, and I'm not crazy. I am as Joey Reynoso, as Joe Reynoso and Joseph and Jose Reynoso. I am baptized with Jesus Christ, and I have the yoke. I'm the rare breed, and as you call it, what you want to, chosen one, delusional one, bipolar one, what the fuck you want to call it. I am human being, and I am real. I'm not on any more of the medication that they tried putting me on. I got off that the first week they tried putting me on that shit, and they tried forcing that shit down on me. All of it was forced, and all of it was, it says in the instructions of it, do not take it if you're on antiviral, because it will push your suicide attempts. It will push you to do all these crazy things, and it says it. Why would doctors prescribe me to do that? Why would I be given 2 years, 20 vaccines? What? Wait, really? Yeah. Oh, that's normal? Oh yeah, they forced it down me. I'm not taking any more vaccines, motherfuckers. I'm not taking any more of your bullshit medicines. I'm not taking any more of your fucking lies, because you guys are toxic. You're just like the food that's being put out there. You're just like the air that's being chemtrailed. You're just like the waters that's being polluted. You guys are sick motherfuckers. You're not even human. You're something of a reptilian sickos. You know that I'm speaking the truth, and I will keep speaking the truth, and I'll do this every fucking day till I'm heard, till I'm understood, because I know the truth. I am the truth. I'm the light. God's giving it to me, and he's telling me, Joey, let them know the truth. Show what they've been doing to you, and I'm going to show you guys everything. I'm going to show you every fucking step of the way, from when I was fucking born in my stomach of my mother to what my sister did to me when I was 5 years old with her husband, and another under the realm of the United States Navy that had custody of me, that abused me and showed me and demonstrated the most horrific scenes of abuse, sexually and mentally and physically. They were disgusting, with animals, with everything. They showed me, they got me drunk to throw up in their beer, to sustained me watching them have a rape scene that he would put on my sister up the ass and make me try to wonder at 5 years old, why is my sister's asshole bleeding? What is going on here? As a little 5-year-old, that's what I remember, and Lillian denies it. Lillian acts like it doesn't happen because no one can question Mother Teresa. No, she is a fucking nurse ratchet. She will never be questioned, but I will question you, cunt. You fucking did that. You and your disgusting husband showed me some things I should not have seen as a 5-year-old kid, and I need you to own that. You need to accept that you did that to me, and I can move on. So you guys can keep away from your tragic, disgusting way of treating me and abusing me as an adult, going into my adulthood and trying to abuse and take over my life. You sick woman. You need so much help. You did it to your own children, Natalie and Jamie, those poor kids, and then all the ones that suffered in the family. You did it to you master in guardianship. You created that law, that lawlessness of yours. You in Florida, that Baker Act that you did to my mom, you did to my father. You're a sick woman. You're a very, very sick woman, and everyone needs to know how you did this, how you create these hardships for yourself, because you are that. You're a hardship. You're a disgusting, disgraceful form of human life, and you happen to be my oldest sister that believes that she's my mother, that believes that she can control me and do all this evilness and play along with all this psychopathic like upbringing that I've had, and I've been a lord to in every single capacity of my life and everywhere I've been to, and I've traveled the world. I've seen enough. I know what I'm talking about. I'm no fucking joke. This is Joe Reynoso, and I will keep going. I will keep saying the fucking truth, because I am the truth, and you will see the evidence I will show you. I have it all. I have every single piece of it. So, and enjoy the show. This is my show now. This is fucking US is doing their show with the two parties being ridiculous at work. I will show the truth and how it comes about, and how slavery is still fucking thriving in this country, how human trafficking is such a hidden little secret, the dirty little secret of this United States. It's gross. It's really disgusting. But you know, it's our own civil war, and this is my war. I fight alone, and I will win alone, because I have Christ. I have God, and God's all I need. That's all. God can move mountains. God can move trees. God is making Joey stay alive, because I should have been dead a long time ago. But I'm not. I'm here because God wants me to be here. God wants me to tell the truth, and I will let every single person know what they did to me and who they are. So get ready. Names are starting to fly, and all the receipts are going to start to show. Trust me, I know. Thank you, and please stay tuned.